Hello, parents, staff, and children. This is the second series of our Positive Behavior and Solution for Families. The second series will focus on increasing our relationships with our children's choices as well as encouraging our children. Tips for encouraging our children. So the first tip is to get your child's attention. So by doing this, we want to incorporate things that they're interested in so that we can maintain and gain that attention, such as maybe incorporating a game or making it a competition. I bet I can get that worksheet done faster than you, or if you can maybe encourage your children, okay, let's see, get a stopwatch out and say, okay, Johnny, let's see if you can do it in 10 seconds, and Sally, let's see if you can do it in 15 seconds. You really want to gain and continue to keep their attention. The second tip, use behavior-specific language, so telling them what you want them to do, not what you don't want them to do. So if your children are running in the house, we want to tell them we walk in the house and set that example. If they're yelling, we want to tell them we use inside voices. And again, we want to model and display that behavior so that they model what we're doing. Keeping it specific, so great job finishing your worksheet rather than just saying great job. So making it known what you're giving them that praise and that encouragement for. Encourage with enthusiasm, so make sure that you're ensuring that you have an upbeat, positive tone of voice, really letting them know that you are proud of them for the accomplishment and are proud of them for displaying the behavior that you wanted them to display. Double the impact with physical warmth, so this could be through a hug, a high five, a fist pump. So it's giving that encouragement, that verbal, as well as giving them that physical. And tip number 6, increasing our use of positive comments with your children, both when they're by themselves as well if they're in front of others, as this will increase the likelihood of seeing that positive behavior. Filling and refilling. So this is an activity that you can do each week. So what you would want to do is try to list 3 to 5 things that you can do to refill your child's relationship tank. So this is something that will really make your child feel special and increase and help build a positive relationship with your child. These things could be such as one-on-one time that maybe we haven't been able to get to, playing their favorite game, watching a movie, going outside, making a special treat that they've wanted to make, something that would really motivate them that we typically would not be able to do with them. And here's an example of how you can make that list. These resources can be available to you if you choose, if you like them. If not, you can just use a sheet of paper, label it 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 and put some of those things that you're going to make sure that you're going to try to do in the next week to increase and build that relationship and fill your child's relationship tank. Power of encouragement and positive comments. Here's some examples. So we have Sally who given everything, has been refusing to complete her work. She's not listening. Your desired behavior is wanting her to follow directions and complete tasks. So when you see Sally following directions, completing tasks, make sure that you really praise her. Thank you, Sally, for listening. I really like the way that you completed your worksheet and followed my directions. Make sure that you give her a high five, give an upbeat tone of voice, maybe giving her a hug. Joey, if Joey's yelling, we want him to use an inside or appropriate language. Wow, Joey, I really like the way that you used your inside voice. I really liked your low tone, and I like the positive things that you're saying. So acknowledging Joey when you catch him doing those positive things, this will increase the likelihood of them happening. So great job, Joey, using your inside voice, and give him a high five or a fist pump. Ways to give encouragement. What a good problem solver you are. You were able to do that all on your own. I know staying focused has been hard lately. Thank you for taking the time to get right through your worksheets and being patient with it. You're being so kind when you helped your brother earlier. I really like that. And again, not only giving them the verbal, but giving them that physical, such as a hug with it, a smile on your face, a high five, a fist pump. These are just some samples of sheets that can be used. And again, if you want these resources, just reach out to one of your teachers. You can reach out to myself, and I can, at the end of this, give my email if you'd like to get these. Reasonable choices. It is important to know your child's abilities and limitations to ensure you are setting a realistic expectation. We don't want to set the bar too high, but we also want to set the bar too low, as this can result in frustration. A lot of our children aren't born with the ability to make a decision and then accept any consequence that possibly follows that. So if a child hits their brother and they get time out, they're not always able to think in that moment that they should have made a better choice. This takes practice and support, as well as modeling from all of us, and really, again, using that positive encouragement, that positive reinforcement. When you see the children engaging in that positive behavior, really reinforce it with that encouragement of, great job, I really like the way that you played nicely with your brother today. Be consistent and ensure to follow through with consequences when limits are set if the child is not following the directions or engaging or displaying the behavior that you would like. So if you tell them they need to do their worksheet before they get on their Xbox, and they get on their Xbox without doing the worksheet, you want to make sure that you follow through with not allowing them to do that, so that you get the better chance or more likelihood of that behavior happening if you follow through with your consequences and you're consistent. Offering choices. This allows your children to have a sense of control. So you're setting the limits, but they're getting the choices. So this could be with dressing, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, reading a story, playing with their siblings, maybe them picking the game or them picking the show. If you go shopping and they get to pick a special snack, you can give them the choice of 2 snacks that they can pick. Examples of limited and reasonable choices would be, would you like to wear your blue shirt or your yellow shirt today? Would you like to sit in the chair or on a beanbag? Again, giving them a choice. You're setting the limit, but they're getting the choice. Do you want to play Legos or would you like to play with a puzzle? And this will include the second series. And again, if you want any of the resources or activity sheets that have been viewed within the PowerPoint, you can send an email to dbennett@mobocs.org. Thank you for participating.